Pisces, this is your reading. We have the Queen of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. And the next cards would have been the Empress, the King of Swords, the Devil, the Knight of Cups, and then we have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. Straight out the bag, this involves three people. The devil is here. All the devil tendencies like this. The devil with the nine of cups, which this is like, it could be somebody who is very emotionally fulfilled, the wishes, but this could be a selfish person who is partying, who is all about enjoying all the temptations in the world, who's enjoying a great time out there in the world. And he somebody who is he has engaged in devil behavior. I'm not gonna call it lost. Well, you can get lost, yes, if you go to the extremes, because it's like you have to find a balance. If you take a little bit of wine, and then every night you started with 1 cup of wine, and then now every night you're drinking 1 bottle of wine or 2 bottles of wine. It's like you went to the extreme. This is a three-party, and we have the Queen of Wands, which is beautiful and alluring. She is in a situation that she is engaging, and she is engaging with multiple people here. As you see, there's multiple people with each one with their own wand, meaning each one is doing their own needs, right? They are gonna work together to build something. Usually we try, right? You see two people here coming for counseling to the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a spiritual institution, and it's a traditional institution. So it doesn't mean that you're going. We can say we're trying to build something solid, a foundation that is based on tradition. How do we build it? We definitely have the Queen of Wands in action here, and putting her engaging with multiple people here. That being said, that is not something that the Queen of Swords, we have here the Queen of Swords, it will speak. She's all about the mind. She's about action. And we have the Queen of Swords speaking. Her hand is up, and she is speaking on not only what's happening in the group dynamic, what's up with all this, but she's speaking to is like how it should be done, what is the correct way. And we have the Empress. This is female energy. The Empress next to the King of Swords, next to the Devil, next to the Nine of Cups. And there is somebody you are with. I believe you're engaging with somebody, and there's a need to follow directions. There's a need to listen. And there's a need to really speak, not only actions, but to speak truthfully. And what we're speaking is, there is somebody domineering. The King of Swords with the Devil card, it's somebody, you can't negotiate with the King of Cups. He's very solid, it's be done this way and that way. It's not, it's corrupted, because I feel that the king is engaging. Yeah, he's with the queen. It's like he's my words are coming with the devil. Is his way, because we have the devil with the Nine of Cups. It's like you are so into pleasures. And this is pleasure. The Empress is Venus, pleasure, but it's a pleasure that has gone to devil tendencies. And I think this king, now he's on top of him as the 5. I think he's engaging in the devil tendencies of multiple women. My head is like multiple women, because he's in the pleasure of, it's like he loves the company of the women, but to the point is he's taking advantage now. He's taking advantage. It's selfish. It's selfish. And it's his way. How? But then it takes two to tango, because the Queen of Swords she's her own self. You do not, if you meet, that's a pair right here. This two a pair. If you were to meet a king who would love to talk to you, but you already see the devil tendencies, that he's all about partying, drinking, being lustful. And I'm going to put lustful because I see the queen. I see the Empress next to the devil. This is all about lustful. They're very lustful. In the reason I say that, because this is the 9. This is the 9 of Cups. It's all about emotions, lustful. And as you can see, the devil here. This king is very lustful. And this is a multiple. This is a multiple person. But then we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is like, in what situation is she engaging with? Because she has put herself in the 5. And the 5 seems like everybody needs to listen to what makes sense, which I think the Queen is trying to. She's trying to be very logical about it. It's like, wait a minute, we are gonna do this, but there needs to be, we need to listen. We need to go with the tradition of how to do things. And the King of Swords is here in the devil position, and selfish, all about them, and very lustful. I don't think this is working for the Queen, because the Queen is up. And there is truth to this. Again, in here we have another sword. The Ace of Swords is the opportunity for victory, peace, and authority. And it's an opportunity for somebody to speak on, we like each other, but I have deal with so many setbacks every time I try to work in a relationship. You can see the red flags. You have experience. This is the wounded warrior, but this is somebody who has been through many battles, because he has engaged in many battles, still won, still standing, and won in the sense that you have learned from there. That many setbacks, but then you could put this as setbacks of working towards a goal. You have many times engaged, probably trying to have a relationship with people, and there's been setbacks, but you are not afraid to speak on the experience you had working towards a relationship, which you need to, because if you're engaging with this type of person, you can be honest. And this guy, I see you. You're selfish. It's your way and the highway, and you seem to be lustful. The next card is a change of attitude. The reason I say change in attitude, because we have the death card, which signifies a new beginning. Something is ending, and mostly it's a mindset, because we really do want a new beginning. We want something new. This is death and rebirth, and it's in a message, a very strong message, I would say, because this is the page. We have a page of swords, somebody who's coming very strong, telling you about a major uh, ending, a major realization. But how can you not? Because if we're gonna talk the truth about our experiences and how we have grown, and when we know the right things, this is the right things to do. This is telling somebody, counseling you, what is marriage, what is a relationship, how is it to raise kids, what are the red flags, what are the good flags, the green flags. And there's no selfish. You can't be selfish. The king cannot be selfish. You cannot be selfish. It's a mutual thing. There's two people balancing each other. And we can speak on our achievement, our failures, and what we're willing to work on and not. And again, major clarity. This card will be saying yes. This is a great. The sun is very good when it comes to illuminating. It's illuminating a major change, and that change is the mindset, and it will come very clearly in a very strong message. Here we have a Chariot, Magician, the Eight of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who deals with land, earthly items. He's very abundant. As you can see, this masculine has achieved a level of independence and acquire many things. Uh, Great provider. But this king's mind has been stuck and wants to manifest something. The manifestation, but then again, I did say there's a change of the mind, right? So this thing, this whatever voices in his head, whatever he probably saw all the bad, it has stopped them from moving forward, of manifesting, of moving, because this is major, this is movement, but this is no movement. You see the opposite? This is manifestation. This is the mind understanding that they want to create something, and they have the tools to create it, but yet overwhelmed. The mind is overwhelmed because there's not only one sword stopping this, it's 8 swords literally surrounding this person, stopping them. But it's weird that somebody this that has achieved this much could be stopped by his mind. Oh, when it comes to my head, I guess, when it comes to attaching themselves to another person, it's like it's it's it stops. It makes them afraid that somebody else could tell them what to do, I guess. When somebody's been a boss for so long, they're afraid of the female. Because as you can see here, this king has always been it's been his way or the highway. Always been selfish. But if you want something, if you really want somebody, you have to learn to cooperate with others. Of course, the wish, a partnership. This is where you need to go. But you when we go here, it has to be in equal. If we're gonna run a company, if we're gonna run a company, if we're gonna if we're gonna run a company, if we're gonna collaborate, there's no selfish, there's no holding back. Not on this, not on our wishes, not on cooperating. And it's exactly, we're trying to move towards planning, towards building. This is moving away from the past towards something new, something long lasting, something that is desirable and wanted. And it's having the strength. It's having the strength to not let your fears, Not let, because it's emotion, to not let your fears control you. This is a nice reading. But it's a reading of the same. It's like people need to realize their behaviors and what has stopped them from moving. Not only you, but them. And there's the realization that when we want this Two of Cup, there's a need to give and take equally. In all the experience, all the times that you try to achieve this, you might have failed. The truth is, you might have failed because of some devil tendencies of maybe not working at the right way. But this is seeking guidance, and there is so much guidance on YouTube to tell you what are red flags, what are green flags, how, what is a relationship means to. And not to be afraid. If somebody comes back and says they want something with you, like, talk to them. Talk to them about what you guys had in the past, where you guys probably fail, and what you have learned, and what you're willing to do new, right? It is that you don't longer have that mindset, that you have a different mindset, that you're ready to work, to go forward, manifest this. You know, that the mind is no longer those ups, that whatever my mind, because this could be somebody who thinks too much to the point it stops them, because they only think about the negatives. They, come on, let's think about the positives. Everything has its negatives. We have to endure it, because we really want to heal. We really want partnership. We want to be able to give to people. Let's work this. Let's have courage. Right? All right, Pisces, I like your reading. Very nice. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you for liking or subscribing to our channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.